Hello. I thought today that I would, just need to sit down here. I thought today I would show you how I often end up taking scraps and turning them into embellishments. It's insanely easy. I pulled a couple of punches. I grabbed a couple of my Maggie Holmes paper pads. This one's almost done. So first things first, this is a beautiful paper. I do not know how to use it. So rather than have it sit in this pad waiting to be used, I decided to cut out the little houses. So I'm going to end up using those on some embellishments. And I also grabbed a couple of scraps too. I think a couple of these scraps just came from my stash, but most of it's Maggie Holmes. So yeah, the easiest way to start one of these crafting sessions is to do everything in batches. Honestly, it's like the quickest, easiest way. So the first thing I did was I took a paper that I liked and I cut 2-inch strips off the bottom. The little tickets we're going to make today are 1 by 2 inch. So, you know, you're actually getting a lot of mileage out of a 6x6 or a 6x8 paper pad if you do it this way. The next video I'm going to show you how to make maybe bigger embellishments. So that's what you're looking at here. I have cut all kinds of teeny tiny 1 by 2 size rectangles. I like to group them together because I make these like a ton. And one of the things that I've discovered that I really like doing is I like making them so that they're layered. So that means you're going to need 2 of the same kind of paper for each ticket. Now, some of you might be looking at this going, Penny, what are you going to do with this? We can cover this branding strip hole, and especially if it's going to be layered, don't worry about it. Use it anyway. So from here on in, I am going to, I'll fast forward you through the next process because the next process is pretty tedious. So what I like to do is just grab one of my small, this happens to be a 5x8 circle hole punch. You could use just like a regular hole punch, like a single hole punch. I've tried that before and I like the size that the corners are on it when I do this. So basically, all you're going to do is grab 2 of the same paper tickets, stack them together, try to keep them sort of together, and then you're going to just put, sorry, trying to stay in frame, just put a little corner in here and you're going to snip it. Boom. Instant ticket corner. I probably should have picked a different color. I'll finish this one and then we'll do another one. So this can go really fast. It's a great activity to do if you're sitting out in front of the TV. As long as, you know, you don't mind, or the person sitting next to you doesn't mind hearing the little snap. Also, the little paper bits go flying, so be prepared for that. I'm gonna do another one because I don't think you can really see that well with the black ticket on the black background mat. I'll pick a white-ish one. So here you go, same thing. And again, it doesn't matter. So stack them together. Grab your little hole punchy doodad. Snap. Snap. Honestly, the hardest part of this is just keeping the little papers together. And you don't have to stack them. Honestly, I've just done them individually and it's not a big deal. Paper bits everywhere. So that's what they look like. So I am going to not make you watch me punch all of these little tickety bits. I'm going to pause you and then I'll show you what the next step can be. Okay, so sitting down again. Okay, so this next step, oh, before I show you the next step, I I sometimes, so this is just double-sided foam from the dollar store. It comes like in a great big roll, and I just cut little bits of it. Now, I left a gap here because I plan on wrapping some twine around the front of the tag. So you can leave the gap that way, or you can leave the gap this way. It's up to you. So this way you can wrap twine or ribbon and not have it interfere, or you could wrap it horizontally and not have it interfere. So I'll show you what I mean. I just grabbed some ribbon scraps and miscellaneous ribbon, and I grabbed a piece of gold trim. I also have some baker's twine here to the side, so I'll show you what this looks like. I think I'm going to grab a little length of pink to show you. So we'll do it on this one. So it's insanely easy. All you do is you take your twine and you put it in the channel, and then, I mean, I could put a piece of washi tape here, but frankly I'm too lazy. And then you just wrap it so it goes in the channel. I'm not going to wrap it all the way. You want to leave a little bit on the front to tie. So pull it over. I did a really bad job trying to line that up, but wow, tying a knot on camera. Ooh, it's a bit sketchy. So you could use ribbon. I mean, you can use whatever you want. And then, as you can see, if it were really bulky ribbon, it wouldn't interfere. And then you just take these little backings off and layer it on. And then you've got a layered ticket. So I am going to not put twine on all of them. I may choose to put on some of them. These ones are all, I already have all the foam tape on these guys. So I won't make you sit here and watch me tie twine and ribbon and glue things. So I'll be back when I've got. So as you can see, I have, sorry, gonna move my chair back in. I've glued and wrapped, don't love this one, all kinds of little tickets. And yeah, so for this next part, you may want to get tiny word stickers, or maybe make them yourself and just print them out on your computer. But that'll be, actually, tiny word stickers will be last. So I used my Tim Holtz tiny leaf punch that I just got to punch out some glitter leaves from some glitter paper. And off camera, I grabbed my little trays of bits and things. I'm thinking maybe acrylic flowers, and these also have sequin leaves. So between the sequin leaves and the little, these other ones, I think we're good to go. Move that. I was also thinking maybe try some, oops, you don't need the needle and thread. Maybe try some wood veneer. So I'm just going to leave it here, and we'll see how we go. Yeah, and I still haven't dealt with these little houses yet. So I'm thinking anything that has the gold leaves will not have gold leaves. Anything that already has gold on it will not have gold leaves. So I'd say these are probably the ones that will get some gold of some sort on them. Something to remember as you're doing these and as you're actually embellishing and decorating them is remember to decorate them alternating sides. So, you know, have the little flowery thing here on one and then to the left on another, just to kind of, you know, mix it up a bit. All right, so from here on in, I think I will speed you up. Okay. Oh, missed one. Oh, and look at that. I got on such a roll that I totally forgot about these little houses. Could I? This one's too chunky. I don't like this one. Where can I put? There's like stringy glue bits everywhere. Can I put this one on here? Kind of made a mess of the vellum, flower anyway. That almost looks like it's too... Well, the houses may be saved for another time. So, whoopsie. Oh, actually, no, I totally forgot about these guys. I got on such a kick of gluing down the flowers, the little acrylic flowers. Oh, and anybody who would be wondering, these little acrylic flowers actually came from my local dollar store. I have them in a smaller sizes as well. So, yeah, they have like a strip of adhesive on the back. So I pulled them all off because I'm likely not gonna use them in a big long line. I figured I would be more likely to use them like this. So yes, the houses. Who's gonna go where? Kind of like the yellow one. Whoops. Maybe the yellow one there. Ideally, I would have more of my 3D foam, but I ran out. So I have these random foam dots from, sorry, probably about a decade ago. So let's see how aggravating these are. Yeah, those are too small. I can't be bothered. Where to put it, I guess, is the question. Oh, now I remember why I didn't use these. These are huge. They really stand up. Maybe a... Okay, so off camera, I grabbed my Maggie Holmes sticker book and I flipped to this page. So here's just some scraps and bits and things. So the last stage of these tickets is adding a tiny word or tiny words. So I will go ahead and do that and speed you up. So as you can see, I finished off the embellishments, and yeah, I'm pretty happy with them. The only thing I would change is these pop dots that I used when I ran out of my foam is way too thick. So I may actually go out and get some more foam and replace those foam dots, because they're not, like, if your goal was to, you know, keep it not too chunky in an album or maybe in your Pocket Life album, then those pop dots are just too much. So yeah, this is how they turned out. I love making these little ticket embellishments. The wonderful thing about these is if you change the paper, you can make these for absolutely any occasion. So, you know, you can make them for your Project Life for Christmas, your December daily, your whatever. So just by varying the paper, sorry, there's a bit of glare on that one. Just by varying the paper and, you know, the embellishments and maybe some of the twine, you can totally change the way these look. I've also done them where they're single, and they're okay. Again, especially if you wanted to keep these not too chunky, but I just wanted to kind of rebuild my stash because I just got rid of a bunch of them, and I wanted to have some on hand for my crafting. So there's a couple of little ticket things left, and the rest of this is scraps, so I'll likely just get rid of those, throw them in the bin. But it's a great way to get rid of very narrow strips of paper and those really like random pattern papers that you don't know how you would use otherwise. And it's a great way to just kind of grab some bits and bobs and really put your stash to good use. So there you go, guys, the Maggie Holmes inspired ticket embellishments. And thanks for watching. And I'm hoping in the next episode to show you how to use a heart punch to make flowers. I'll probably stick with the same collection of papers. So yeah, so stay tuned for that. All right, everybody, thank you for watching. See you next time.